things my mother taught me. If you fall off that bicycle and break your neck, don't come crying to me. Go put a jacket on and don't you dare tell me that you're not cold. You are going to have fun on this family vacation enough to break every last bone in your body. Mothers have used these phrases for generations with little to no effect. Sometimes they just don't learn. How to Speak Child Fluently by Irma Bombeck. I will never understand children. I never even pretend to. I meet mothers all the time that make resolutions to themselves like, I'm going to develop patience with my children. I will go out of my way to show them I am interested in them. These women end up making rag rugs using blunt scissors. I firmly believe kids don't want your understanding. They want your trust, your compassion, your blinding love, and, of course, your car keys. But the moment you try and understand them, you're the one in big trouble. How come a child can eat yellow snow, kiss a dog on the lips, chew gum they found in an old ashtray, and put his mouth over a muddy garden hose, but then refuses to drink from the same glass as his brother? Have you ever wondered how you can trip over a kid's shoes in the bathroom, on the front porch, even under a coffee table, in the car, and in a sandbox? But when it's time to mow the lawn, they're nowhere to be found. If child raising were to be summed up in one word, I would call it frustration. Okay, take this car incident. My oldest took her car to the garage last week for repairs. While hers was being fixed, she used my car. For 3 whole days, I sat at home without wheels. On the day her car came back, she returned my car keys to me and said, Hey Mom, you owe me $3 for the gas I put in your car. I could not believe what she was saying to me. These words were being uttered by a child who received $154 for old teeth under a pillow. $2,000 worth of toys, batteries not included. I paid for 186 skin preparations to kill one single pimple. But then I remembered a letter a teenager had once written me after she read one of my books. Maybe that would get through to her. Listen to this, I said. Parents go through life saying to their children, I've worked my fingers to the bone for you. I've made sacrifices, and what do I get in return? You want an answer, Mrs. Bombeck? You get messy rooms, filthy clothing, dirty fingernails, and raided refrigerators. But hold on, you get something else too. You get someone who loves you, but doesn't know how to tell you with their words. You laugh with us, you cry with us, and show us that despite the need to be free, independent, and alone, you cared. You love us. And when we leave home, there's going to be a tug at our hearts because we know we will miss it. We will miss you and home and everything it meant. But most of all, we will miss constantly being assured of how much everyone here loves us. My daughter looked up to me. Her eyes were a little misty. Does that mean I don't get the $3? It gets even better. My son slouched into the kitchen one night and threw his books all over the countertop. And he goes, I've just had the worst day of my entire life, and it's all your fault. How do you figure that? You made me go back up to my room and turn off all the lights before I went to school, and then I missed the bus. Then, when I went to gym, I couldn't find my gym clothes and got 15 points knocked off my grade. The gym clothes were folded in the bottom drawer like you asked. Yeah, well, yeah, what yo-yo would expect them to be there? You know that suede jacket you got me for my birthday last year? It's gone. And I'm to blame for that? Well, I'm glad you can admit it. All I hear around here is, hang up your coat. The one time I take your advice and hang up my jacket, someone takes it. If I had just thrown it on the floor like I usually do, I'd still have it today. One night I said to my husband, I see our children as kites, You spend a lifetime trying to get them up off the ground. You run with them until you're both breathless. They crash. You add a longer tail. You patch them. You comfort them, adjust, and reteach. You watch them lifted up by the wind and assure them that someday they will fly. They will succeed. Finally, they are airborne. But they need more string sometimes, and that is okay. With each twist of the ball of twine, there's a sadness that goes with my joy, because I know somehow it won't be long before they become distant. This beautiful creature will snap the lifeline and soar like it was meant to, free and alone. That was beautiful, said my husband. Are you finished? I think so. Why? Because one of your so-called kites just crashed into the garage with his car. Another is landing here with 3 of his friends. And the third is hung up at college and needs more string to come home for the holidays.